Hi, it's easy, pain stream. Let's get started. Love your enemies, bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Matthew 5:44. Love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Yeah. I mean, that could be turn the other cheek type of philosophy, which many see as weakness, but wow, I mean, if you can do any of that, how's that weakness? That is supreme strength. For someone to have the ability to control themselves when someone's attacking them and cursing them and hating them, and respond with love. I mean, there's no greater strength. It's beautiful. Beware of the lollipop of mediocrity. Once you lick it, you suck forever. Okay, anonymous. Beware the lollipop of mediocrity. Once you lick it, you suck forever. You suck forever. That's a little extreme. I don't know if you suck forever. But, yeah. But I can see how you can get sucked in, right? So funny. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Okay? This too shall pass. That one's got me through a lot in life. A lot. This too shall pass. My God. When I was in boot camp and AIT for the Army, was in special operations, and I said that like every 5 seconds. This too shall pass. And it will. Everything will pass. You will pass. Everyone you love will pass. But don't be wishing your life away either, right? I can do all things through God who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. There's another one. That's another one. Said that I can do all things through God who strengthens me. Yep, just keep repeating that. Helps. Joy is the echo of God's life within us. Joy is the echo. Joseph Marmion, Marmion. Joy is the echo of God's life within us. Yeah. So that aligns with, I know I talk about Abraham Hicks a lot, but I'm getting a lot of wisdom out of that. And, I can see the connections with everything that I learn. Everything is connected. Even, it was more for work, but Napoleon Hill, he wrote Think and Grow Rich. Well, I don't know how many years ago. Maybe like a lot of years ago. I don't think it was 100 years ago, but it might have been maybe 75. Long enough that his book is now out of copyright, right? People could just copy it and sell it. But Abraham Hicks also talks about him and how, the things that he said. So I would read a lot of Napoleon Hill and use his daily. You can sign up on his foundation's website and get daily affirmations, and they're very helpful. But when work is challenging or difficult, or your career, I would read these daily, and I would have everyone in my team sign up for it and read it, and they're just great. But it's all connected. So all of these things that I've been attracted to in my life, I didn't know they were connected until after the fact. I've been listening to Napoleon Hill for years, many years. But joy is the echo of God's life within us. So that would align with what Abraham Hicks is saying as far as, pursue joy. You're here to experience joy. And when you're experiencing joy, then you're in alignment with your higher self and all of consciousness and the universe. And so that would make total sense. Joy is the echo of God's life within us. Yes, that is God's life within you, God, the universe, higher consciousness, Holy Spirit, whatever, And you're in alignment with that. That's the echo. And then that's where you go, this is the right thing. You're in the groove. What gets your mind gets you. David T. Moore. So David T. Moore is a pastor in California. I found his podcast to be, and his sermons to be very helpful. I know he had some conflict out there. I'm not sure what that was about. But I didn't care because every, the things that I was learning were positive. Maybe if I knew what it was about, I would maybe not quote him. I don't know. So apologies if I'm quoting someone that is less than quotable or worthy to be quotable. But whatever gets your mind gets you. So that's the truth, right? Whatever you put in there that's stuck in there and takes a hold and you obsess over it, your whole vibration is going to take that over, and you're going to exude that in life and reflect that. So if you stay on a negative thought, and again, Abraham Hicks, right? If you're thinking negative things, lack of something, absence of something, need of something, want of something, instead of the joy and the passion for that thing or thankfulness for what you have, that's going to, you're going to resonate that, and that's going to bring to you, manifest things that you don't want. Focus on what you do want and be positive about it. Don't push the river. It will travel at its own speed anyway. Don't push the river. That's a Buddhist proverb, and that makes total sense too. And it also goes along with Abraham Hicks. There's a universal flow. You make a request, it's out there, you put it out there, and then the rest, if you're in the right vibration, will just work itself out. But you can't push the river. It's just gonna go the way it goes. You can't push it. The more you push it, you're just wasting energy. You can't push a river. I like that. Next is, one of these, I think in the introduction video, I talked about how back in my day, we used to email things to each other because we didn't really have Facebook and that kind of stuff. So we'd have like these chain emails. And I think this is from one of those. No reference, but I cut it out and taped it in here. Let's see if it's any good. Life is a theater. Invite your audience carefully. Not everyone is healthy enough to have a front row seat in our lives. There are some people in your life that need to be loved from a distance. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you let go, or at least minimize your time with draining, negative, incompatible, not going anywhere relationships or friends. You don't have to do it in a mean way, just it's a healthy way for you. Observe the relationships around you. Pay attention. Which ones lift and which ones lean? Which ones encourage and which ones discourage? Which ones are on the path of growth uphill and which ones are going downhill? When you leave certain people, do you feel better or worse? Which ones always have drama or don't really understand, know or appreciate you? And the more you seek quality, respect, growth, peace of mind, love, and truth around you, the easier it will become for you to decide who gets to sit in the front row and who should be moved to the balcony of your life. You cannot change the people around you, but you can change the people you are around. Oh, I got chills. That's so true. I see that happening in my life all the time. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Gotta open up sometimes to let room for the right people to come in. The right people for that time, right? That doesn't mean they're gonna always be right. Life is about adventure and experiences, and the more people you meet, the more different personalities you experience, the more interactions you experience, the more you learn about people. It's the same thing with traveling. Same thing with jobs, same thing with cars, Oh, I didn't know that I loved Audis. I thought everyone that drove Audis was a total a-hole. And they are. And you know what? Now I'm one of those a-holes. Love it. Love Audis. Love doing that. Didn't know that till I drove one. Love Miatas. Most people don't understand why people love Miatas. Drive one. You'll understand. Anyway, that's today's upbeat, good time having soul, I don't know, I was going to say soul crushing, no. Soul comforting tidbits of love and joy for today. Have a good day. Peace out.